Hi, everybody. It's John DiPietro. We are at the, as it says right here, the Northeast Conference on Camping and Trade Show. We're in Sturbridge, Massachusetts, and we're with our good friend Rick Abare from the Maine Campground Owners Association. And you told us you would keep us up to date on what's going on with that tax issue in Maine. And Rick, tell us the latest since we spoke last week.
Well, 1809 is now in front of the House and the Senate, and we expect that it will pass. And then we just have to deal with the Appropriations Committee and make sure that they understand how important it is that 1809 become legislation in the state of Maine. And we're actually quite confident that we have that happening now.
Because there are huge amounts of money that are at stake here, and you did some research through your organization about just the lost camping fees, and I was startled. In fact, I reported them. I had to go to my notes last week. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars at stake just in one category.
Well, it is incredible. If you kind of have to run through the numbers, it is a numbers game. There's over 23,000 campsites in the state of Maine, and at any one time, 10 to 15% of them are occupied by rental campers, RVs that are coming from all over the place. And so when you run the numbers, the actual potential loss in revenue to the state, and because we have a lodging tax at 7%, and then you only take $35 per site, you do it times 100 nights, and you're talking about $500,000 worth of just lodging tax, which is just a drop in the bucket, because that's some of the money that would drop to the bottom line of the owners, and there's a 7% income tax in Maine. So when you
Well, I just want to stop you for 1 second, because you were using $35 a night, and that's not an inflated figure. That's a low figure. So in reality, it's even more than that. But I think you didn't want to make it look like you were crying wolf, right?
That's exactly correct. I don't want to overstate the issue. Currently in Maine, there's a fiscal note attached to our bill at about $130,000 a year.
Rick, explain that term, fiscal note, because a lot of people that are not from the great state of Maine might not know what it means. But I guess every time a bill is passed that or talked about, there's money attached to it.
Whenever there's money attached to a bill, the Revenue Service in Maine has to determine what they believe is the consequence of the bill passing. They actually attached a negative fiscal note to this particular bill, although they know and they understand that it's wrong. They don't have any data, and they're not allowed, by the way state law is written and how they calculate fiscal notes doesn't allow them to actually use our numbers or to understand where they come from. But nonetheless, they would like to see us change the way sales tax is collected in Maine.
So there's big money involved in the state of Maine, and can we ask you if we can continue to contact you to get updates on this?
Certainly. You can contact me anytime, John. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.